Well, we're back at the GSL, this time to look at rats and rat rods and motorcycles and military equipment, stuff like that.
Well, that is quite the spaceship. I think of Marvin the Martian.
This one was entered by Terry Jesse.
Oh, he does some fun things.
He's here every time there's a GSL. He's a regular fixture, but normally he shows up with a junkyard dog.
Well, I like that one because I grew up around those.
Yeah, and Hollis Wood, if you remember the movie.
Yeah.
Now, some of the stuff here was military equipment.
Right.
But I would have to call it sort of mostly pseudo-military equipment. I mean, a lot of it was kind of fantasy military equipment. But I think some of this is based on actual military equipment. Now, this is actually a competition car, but it's sort of dressed out with radiation warnings and stuff. It's kind of a hybrid between the military stuff and a road car.
Gee, when the check engine comes on and that, you better pay attention.
Yeah, it comes on and the voice comes on, 2 minutes to self-destruct.
Oh, hey, look, it's my car, Louise. I always wondered what happened to my Camaro.
I hope this isn't your Camaro, because this has been turned into a Punisher flamethrower car thing.
It looks like my Camaro, exactly, but it sans the Punisher stuff. But yeah, I always wondered what happened to that car.
The guy's in a fire suit because it's got a flamethrower mounted behind one of the headlights and a Gatling gun sticking out of the back window.
Hey, he's been driving down the freeway.
This is a defensive driver. And here's Terry Jesse again, this time with the Blade Runner spinner.
Oh, goodness, that'd be good on bad roads.
And these are light commercial trucks, in this case a circus truck.
Yes, C for C cab.
I always wondered what the C stood for. And this paint job just absolutely blew my mind.
I know, like, how in the world?
You've got the red paint peeling away from the galvanized metal tank, and it's just perfect. Just perfect. And this is HO scale.
Well, that's teeny weeny weeny weeny.
Yeah, about an inch long.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less than that.
Wow.
here's a subject very close to our hearts. Rat Fink.
Isn't he adorable?
Oh, I want to adopt him and take him. Well, we did take him home.
We have, yeah.
We've got so many models of Rat Fink. But back in the 60s, Rat Fink was offered in so many different models.
Right, and I love this one because anybody that knows Rat Fink or, that era, you totally get this.
One of the fun things is Ed was into building little teeny hot rods out of like red wagons and stuff.
Right.
And so it just makes sense that Rat Fink would be sitting on this impossibly small, I guess it's a motorcycle.
Didn't you ever do that though? I mean, invent something and then try to make it go?
And this blows my mind. This is just sort of fun. And some of these are not Ed Roth. These are the Hawk models, the Weirdos.
Yes.
They all kind of joined together, but there for a while in the 60s, all the kids were building Weirdos and Rat Finks.
Well, in the 70s, my dad and I actually built this stuff and did what they're doing.
Yeah, I only built models. Well, back to the contest room here. There's just so many different categories. It's hard to pick where to look next.
Exactly.
But one of the areas that was really fun was the motorcycles.
Oh, and I love motorcycles.
And this one just blew everybody's mind. This 4-cylinder red Porsche killer.
Shoot, I just sit down and hang on.
Whoa.
That is one impressive motorcycle.
Look at the paint.
Oh, I'm just blown away.
And this person built it twice because they wanted to do this one as well as a diorama.
Oh, well, I built things twice and thrice, but usually it's because I messed up.
I know that one.
Oh, yeah.
Do over.
Buy the whole new model again.
But this is fun. And this is a Moog.
A what?
A Morgan, often called just a Moog. It's hard to tell if it's a car or a motorcycle, but
Or a
legally,
synthesizer.
legally speaking, they were classified as a motorcycle. It has a V-twin engine and a chain drive and 3 wheels.
Oh.
And this,
Oh, gee.
an airplane radio engine on this motorcycle, and it's a real motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They had it on Jay Leno's garage, and if you want to see something amazing, because they started, they've always claimed this thing is rideable. That's a joke. But on Jay Leno's garage, they actually fired this thing up, and smoke and flames and racket, and they sort of sat on it and inched forward a few inches. But it does run, and theoretically, if you wanted to take your life in your hands, you could try driving it down the road.
Yeah, or fly down the road or something. I built one of these, but I actually wanted one for real when I was about 12. These were just righteous, the Stingray Schwinn.
And I had almost this exact one, silver, the silver seat, the whole thing.
Oh.
I thought these were so much fun. I had a Schwinn Continental too,
Oh.
but I gave up riding that because this was just funner.
Wow, what an impressive paint job.
And what you can't really tell here is this model's only a couple of inches long.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Oh, it's
Like
just
what?
a tiny scale on this motorcycle, and the magazines were going crazy for it, and people were going crazy for it. I think it. I don't know what kind of awards it got, but it should have been a major award.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, anyway, we still have more of the GSL to show.
Right.
But we also have some neat antique tractors.
Right.
And we've got some wonderful antique tractors and a Model T and some fun things. Anyway, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe by clicking on the blue button right there. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring, and we'll see you here on Tuesday. We'll see ya.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.